Hello everyone and welcome to the lesson with Nafisa Banu Khamraeva. I'm gonna start the lesson with motivation. Stop dreaming and start doing. So let's get started. Today we're gonna learn about present perfect tense and we will learn its form, meaning, as well as the usage. Please pay attention to the form of the verbs. Now, look at the examples below and identify their forms. Number 1. I have been Chicago for 1 year. Number 2. I have just finished my home task. Number 3. I have never seen such a beautiful view. Number 4. This is the first time that I have seen this movie. And finally, number 5. I have read this book 2 times. What have you noticed? What is the verb forms that used in the examples? Now, watch the video and try to notice the meaning and the usage of the verb forms.
Marie, this is Ms. Novak. She's from Chicago. Marie is our receptionist.
It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you, too.
I'll get your tickets.
Thank you. You look very familiar to me, Marie. Have we met before?
I don't think so, no.
Well, I never forget a face. I'm sure I know you from somewhere. I don't look familiar to you.
I'm sorry, no.
I know. We met in Chicago. You were a waitress in a restaurant near the Art Institute.
I've never been to Chicago.
Oh. Have you ever driven a taxi in Egypt?
No.
Oh, you were the pilot on a small airplane in China. You flew me over the Great Wall.
No.
Have you ever gone snorkeling in Australia?
No.
Driven a bus in Peru?
Ms. Novak, I'm quite sure we've never met before. I came here only a year ago from Paris.
Paris? Well, my sister Katerina lived there for a year.
Katerina? Katerina Novak?
Yes.
She lived with me.
Of course, you were in all the pictures she sent home.
What a coincidence.
You see, I never forget a face.
Now, let's look at some examples from the video. Please pay attention to the verb forms that used and their meaning, as well as how to use them in a sentence correctly and meaningfully, as well as appropriately. 1. Have we met before? 2. Have you ever driven a taxi in Egypt? 3. Have you ever gone to Australia? And finally, number 4, we have never met before. What have you noticed from these types of sentences? Yes, there are 3 types of present perfect tense used: interrogative, affirmative, and negative sentences. Yes, good job. Now it is high time to discover the rule. So, in order to create affirmative sentences, we should use have and has plus past participle. For what kind of situations and actions should we use present perfect? Yes, all right, well done. You are right. For creating present perfect tense, we should describe an action that began in the past and continues into the present or has just been completed. For example, I have played, he or she has played. And we can use present perfect tense for the actions that happened in the past and their results are shown at present. So, now let's look at some more examples. Affirmative sentences. As you have already noticed from the video, and for creating the affirmative sentences in present perfect tense, we should use subject plus auxiliary verb, have and has, and plus past participle. For example, I have finished the report. We have opened all of the windows. She has lived in Germany for 10 years. He has called his mother twice today. Please pay attention to the verb forms highlighted versions. And next, what we have to do for creating interrogative and negative sentences? Yes, good job. For creating negative sentences, we should add not among have and has auxiliary verbs and then past participle. For creating shortened form, what should we add? Yes, you are right. We should omit O and we should an apostrophe after N. For example, I haven't tried sushi. For creating interrogative sentences, what should we do? Yes, you have already learned in our previous lessons how to create interrogative sentence forms. So, the same rule should be implemented for creating present perfect tense interrogative forms as well. For example, we should put have and has auxiliary verbs before the subject. For instance, have you tried sushi? Now, let's look at some more examples. Please pay attention to the verb forms and time expressions that are highlighted. I have been at work for 6 hours. He has just cooked the meal. She has drunk 2 cups of coffee today. We have lived in this house since 2015. So, is it clear, students? All right, good job. Now, let's practice some more examples. It is high time to do practice. Please look at the examples below and fill the gaps using the verbs provided. 1. I play football for 1 hour. 2. You ever go to China? 3. This is the first time I be in India. And the last one, I not finish my work yet. Please pay attention to the verb forms and use them correctly. So, 1 minute is given for filling the gaps. Yes, you are right. You can see the answer keys. First, have played. Second, have you ever gone? Third, I have been. And the last one, I haven't finished it. Well done. Good job. So, what we learned today? We learned present perfect simple, and it is 3 types of forms, and we will learn it how to use them correctly, meaningfully, and appropriately. I hope today's lesson is interesting and meaningful. Thank you for your attention. Bye bye, see you next time.